Have you ever wondered how negativity impacts your life, your decisions, and your overall well-being? Much like an unwelcome guest, negativity tends to seep into our lives, often so subtly that we barely notice its presence, yet its effects are profound and far-reaching. Negativity molds our everyday experiences, whispering doubts in our ears, casting shadows over our accomplishments, and shaping our decisions with a heavy hand. It's like a thick fog that clouds our judgment, causing stress, anxiety, and even depression. It's a weight we carry, often without realizing the toll it takes on our mental health. And here's the kicker. We're hardwired to pay more attention to the negatives. This phenomenon, known as negative bias, can distort our perception of reality, making us see the world through a darker lens. But don't despair, there's hope yet. As we delve deeper, we'll learn how to combat negativity and reclaim our minds. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like our video. Stay tuned for more insights and positivity. Negativity isn't just a state of mind, it's a psychological phenomenon. Peeling back the layers of negativity, we find that it is deeply rooted in our psychology. Our brains have a natural tendency to focus more on negative experiences than positive ones. This is known as negativity bias, a concept that has been studied and proven by psychologists around the world. But why are we wired this way? The answer lies in our evolutionary past. Our ancestors had to be constantly aware of potential threats and dangers in their environment to survive. A rustle in the bushes could mean a predator was nearby, and so, paying attention to it was a matter of life or death. Our brains evolved to prioritize these negative stimuli, to react quickly and effectively to potential dangers. This survival instinct, although less critical in our modern world, still plays a significant role in our psychological makeup. Our brains continue to be hyper-alert to negative experiences, treating them as threats, and storing them in our memory for future reference. This process is so ingrained in our psychology that it happens automatically, even when the negative experiences are minor or inconsequential. However, this doesn't mean that we are doomed to live our lives in a constant state of negativity. Recognizing this bias is the first step towards changing it. By understanding that our brains are naturally inclined to focus on the negative, we can consciously work to shift our attention towards the positive. In fact, neuroscientists have discovered that the brain is remarkably adaptable. This quality, known as neuroplasticity, means that we can train our brains to change. We can cultivate habits that encourage positivity and resilience, effectively rewiring our brains to reduce the impact of negativity. So, negativity isn't just a mood or an attitude, it's a deeply ingrained psychological pattern influenced by our evolutionary history. But just as we have evolved over millions of years, we can continue to evolve, to adapt, and to grow. Understanding the roots of negativity can help us find effective ways to reduce its impact on our lives. Negativity can shape our lives in more ways than we might imagine. It's like a dark cloud that casts a shadow over our every thought, feeling, and interaction. And this cloud doesn't just dampen our mood, it can have profound effects on our physical and mental health. Prolonged exposure to negativity can lead to stress, which in turn can manifest in a variety of health issues, from headaches and insomnia to heart disease. Moreover, negativity can strain our relationships. It can make us more critical, less forgiving, and generally more difficult to be around. It can also impact our productivity, as we find ourselves trapped in a cycle of pessimism and self-doubt, where every setback feels like a catastrophe and every effort seems futile. But it's not all doom and gloom, as we have the power to break free from this cycle. And in the following scenes, we'll explore some strategies to help you do just that. Armed with knowledge and awareness, we can take steps to combat negativity. Firstly, let's talk about mindfulness. This is a state of being fully present and engaged in the moment, aware of our thoughts and feelings without distraction or judgment. It's like taking a mental step back and observing your thoughts, rather than being swept up in them. By practicing mindfulness, we can learn to recognize negative thoughts and emotions, and choose not to engage with them. Next, we have cognitive behavioral techniques. These strategies are all about changing our thought patterns. For instance, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," challenge that thought. Ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have to support this? More often than not, you'll find that these negative thoughts are not based in reality. Then there are positive affirmations. These are positive statements that you repeat to yourself, such as, "I am capable," or "I am worthy." The idea is that by repeating these statements, you can start to believe them and change your thought patterns. It might feel a bit strange at first, but stick with it. It's like training a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Maintaining a gratitude journal can also be a powerful tool. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. It could be something as simple as a warm cup of coffee in the morning or a kind word from a friend. By focusing on what we're grateful for, we can shift our mindset from negativity to positivity. Finally, it's important to remember that it's okay to seek professional help when needed. Sometimes negativity can be a symptom of a deeper issue, such as depression or anxiety. If you're feeling overwhelmed, don't hesitate to reach out to a mental health professional. Remember, it's not about eliminating negativity entirely, but managing it effectively. Negativity is a part of life, but it doesn't have to control us. This statement encapsulates the essence of our discussion today. We dove into the power of negativity, unpacking its profound ability to shape our thoughts and actions. We explored the psychology behind negativity, unearthing its roots in our minds and its influence on our behaviors. We then shed light on the effects of negativity, illustrating how it can impact our mental health and overall well-being. But it's not all doom and gloom. We also highlighted strategies to combat negativity, from mindfulness and gratitude to physical activity and social support. Understanding and managing negativity can lead to improved mental health and overall well-being. It's a journey, not a destination, and every step you take in the right direction matters. Take the first step towards a more positive life today. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of negativity and its impact on our lives. Remember, the power to change is in your hands.